Wealth accumulation is one of the greatest goals to set for yourself. And with these 15 explosive secrets, you'll have the power to create more wealth in less time than ever before. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn. Number 1. Instead of taking huge leaps, take smaller steps at a time. A lot of people believe that success follows a straight path from where they are now. But that kind of thinking is ineffective. You can't assume you've got everything figured out in life. Otherwise, it'll be like sitting down for a game of chess and announcing all the moves you're going to make before the game even starts. But guess what? Just one unexpected move from your opponent, and your whole plan will go out the window. That's why smart folks approach life like how they would play chess. That is, they make a calculated move and see how life responds to their action. Then, they adjust their strategies as needed. Number 2. Be true to yourself and others. Avoiding the hard truth only makes its impact even stronger. So, it's better to have someone who tells you to get your act together and cut the crap. And guess what? That someone is often you. So, take a moment to reflect by looking at yourself in the mirror. Confront the truth you already know and foster self-awareness. Number 3. Don't tell others what you're working on. You wouldn't have a dream unless you had the power to make it happen. So, keep that dream of yours pure and close to your heart. Don't talk about it. Why? Sometimes sharing your goal with others can make your mind think it's already done and dusted, and that might make you lose the drive to chase after it. Remember that this journey is all about you. It's your vision, your dream. No need for others to know about it because unless they've achieved what you want, their opinions are irrelevant. Unless someone has actually achieved what you aspire to do, their advice doesn't really matter. Number 4. If you feel stuck, it's a sign you're no longer growing. Feeling sad can come from being stuck, which happens if you're not sure what to do. But you have the power to overcome this sadness. Start by identifying the first step towards your big goal. Check out books and videos where people share their personal insights about it. Just get involved in activities that will boost your progress and give you clear, actionable steps to move you forward. Number 5. Check your perspective of your life. When you zoom in on your life, it might feel like you're moving slowly. But when you zoom out, you'll see the huge progress you've actually made. What's more, when you're focused on the little details, you might get mad at someone for something they did. But when you zoom out, you'll realize what they did pales in comparison to how much you love them and how much they've impacted your life. Learning to adjust your perspective as life goes on is an amazing exercise that helps keep you grounded. Number 6. Focus on yourself, not other people's lives, and fighting others. Some people just have this strange ability to suck the energy and happiness right out of others. They think by dumping their own misery on others, they can somehow get rid of it. But think about it. Have you ever seen someone who's genuinely content with their life get into a fight? See, it's usually the angry and unhappy ones who resort to that kind of stuff as a way to deal with their own struggles. So, if you really want to thrive, you've got to shift your focus to personal growth. You need to realize that your energy is way better spent on other things. Let those angry folks carry their own burdens while you distance yourself from their toxic vibes. This phase of your life is all about self-improvement. By acting accordingly, you won't stray from the path to wealth building. Number 7. Instead of aiming to be the best, aim to showcase who you really are. Don't you think it's such a drag to always strive to be the best? This mentality makes it seem like there can only be one winner, leaving everyone else as losers. Just imagine giving it your all every single day and still feeling like a loser because someone else achieved more than you. But what if we told you there's another way? A path where you become the ultimate winner and no one can even compete with you. The secret is to play a different game. Go all in on yourself. Master the game of being you. Discover your true self and forge your own unique path. After all, no one can be a better version of you than yourself. We've picked this up from the great Miles Davis, who once said, "It took me years to play like myself." Just think about the power of that statement. It might take you time to find your own voice and discover your own path. But once you do, you'll be unstoppable. Nobody in the world can be a better you than you, no matter how hard they try. Those we admire have actually realized this truth. Sure, it might have taken them a while, but once they learned to be true to themselves, the competition was over. No one could compete anymore. No one's better at being Steve Jobs than Steve Jobs, right? By the way, we're on a mission to inspire people like yourself to make generational wealth. So make sure to subscribe if that sounds like you. Number 8, help yourself first before others. It's actually important to prioritize ourselves in the early years of building wealth. During this stage, our resources are likely limited, so it's crucial to seize every opportunity for ourselves first before others. We can't effectively help others just yet. After all, we haven't acquired the necessary skills and knowledge for it. Until we've secured a sense of stability, it makes sense for each of us to prioritize our own well-being. So, let's focus on getting the resources we need to establish a solid foundation for our own lives. Once we've achieved our goals, we can then share our journey with others. Number 9, you get what you work for and conquer. Life can be unfair, especially when we don't start with the same advantages as others. But you know what? Reaching the pinnacle of success is a personal journey we all have to take on our own. There's a lesson we can learn from Seinfeld, the comedian who's also a billionaire. He said that our blessings come when we find the challenges we're willing to endure. So take time to reflect on this idea and identify the struggles you're ready to embrace. Once you've identified them, accept them as the challenges you'll persevere through for the rest of your life. After all, if you persist, they'll lead you to your ultimate goal. Remember, true success is waiting for us on the other side of the obstacles we face. Number 10, aim for continuous learning, but take action at the same time. Unless you're watching step-by-step or practical videos, everything else basically falls into the realm of entertainment. The real value of any video you watch, like this one, lies in the action you take. If you're someone who enjoys these videos without actually putting the knowledge into practice, be honest with yourself. You're basically disguising entertainment as education. Well, guess what? It also means you'll gain more knowledge through active engagement rather than just passively consuming videos and other content. So, shift the balance. Instead of spending 80% to 90% of your time watching videos and only 10% actually taking action, allocate 90% of your time to applying what you've learned. Number 11, try things out first before seeking help. Sometimes we might find ourselves stuck because we're waiting for someone else to pave the way for us or even carry us forward. But here's the thing, that won't teach us anything. The real value comes from doing the work ourselves. It's in that process that we truly understand what we need to ask for, figure out which methods actually work, and ultimately reach our goals. So, it's important to take charge and be hands-on, especially in the early stages of building wealth. Number 12, just put your work out there. Comparing our initial steps with the final strides of others is something we all tend to do, and the difference can be mind-blowing. But here's a valuable lesson we've learned. If your first output doesn't make you cringe a little, chances are you've waited too long to launch it. So, don't be afraid to put your work out there. Embrace the vulnerability and see how it all unfolds. As you progress, evolve and refine, and enjoy the transparency of the process. Number 13, focus on building your wealth first. We all want to excel in various areas at the same time, right? But here's the thing. If we focus on financial success first, we can pursue our other dreams with peace of mind. It's hard to fully invest in other things when we're unsure about meeting our basic needs. The path to prosperity gives us a clear roadmap to follow, and achieving wealth often takes less time than finding inner peace. So, why not focus on that first? Number 14, do one thing with such intensity for 6 months that others will feel like you're gone. Sometimes we worry about inconveniencing others or taking the spotlight away from them. And in doing so, we limit our own potential. Can you imagine living your entire life like that? If not, let us suggest a different approach. Pick one thing that you're passionate about that can help you build wealth. Disappear for 6 months and just dedicate yourself to that one thing. Loneliness is something we all experience at times, but it can also be a stepping stone to something greater. Number 15, picture others laughing at you whenever you think of quitting. Are there people in your life who doubted you and you want to prove them wrong? Well, here's a strategy that can help. Visualize their laughter when you feel like giving up. In fact, some of them might already be laughing when they catch wind of your thoughts of quitting. But instead of letting their negativity discourage you, let it become the fuel that ignites your motivation to keep going. And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.